Greetings, everybody. It's your favorite place for collections again, even though that's a complete lie, I know of that, but we're doing my Gamecube collection this time. And this is going to also be a multi-parter because I have a massive Gamecube collection. So let's just go ahead and get this underway. Midway Arcade Treasures. The first one, of course. This has Defender, Gauntlet, Paperboy, Joust, Spy Hunter, Rampage, Sinistar, Marble Madness, Defender 2. Well, you know, just buy the damn game and it'll tell you all the games right here. It's got quite a few, and it also has interviews and whatnot. Basically, it's a collaboration of the game that came out on PlayStation back in the 90s, I think it was. But I never played that one. I just bought this one because it had a lot of games on it, and some of them are my favorites. But they didn't put Stargate on there, which pisses me right the fuck off. I love Stargate because it was an easier form of Defender. Because that game is completely horrendously bullshit hard. Anyways, Midway Arcade Treasures 2. When this game was announced and what was going to be on it, I said, holy shit, this is going to be a trip back to my childhood. And let me tell you, I spent a lot of time on this disc here. It's got MKs 2 and 3, Spy Hunter 2, APB, Narc, Primal Rage, Rampage, World Tour, Total Carnage, Pit Fighter, Arch Rivals. It has basically all, and just like the first one, it has the list of the games on the back. I'm still disappointed they did not include MK1. They thought it was a good idea to include that in the Deception Special Edition, which is not really all that special. It's just one fucking arcade game that's basic as hell, but they should have included that in Treasures 2 because GameCube owners didn't get that version, which I think is a bullshit decision. But then again, I have MAME on my PC to take care of that problem, so I guess it's not much of an issue. But there's just something between playing games on the computer and playing them on your television. Television has a more nostalgic feel to it, and I honestly feel that it's right to play games on a television other than a computer screen. That being said, Bloody Roar Primal Fury. I believe this is actually a port of 3 just with extra stuff in it, like options and characters and whatnot. I never got a chance to play 3, but if you are a Bloody Roar fan, this is very good. It has all those classic guitar riffs you are used to, and it's a very good game. It has good control and great graphics for a GameCube title. It's excellent. Any fighter fan of 3D should pick it up. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the original case of this, but it's, I doubt you can read that. It says it's Intellivision Lives, and the control on it is very horribly mapped, but if you can get used to it after a while, and if you can, you'll enjoy a nostalgic experience with Intellivision. However, the DS version is supposed to be released this month after a couple years of hiatus, so hopefully that will fare better, because it's supposed to have those cards on the touch screen and you can press those to do the actions, which I think is an interesting concept and a little bit of nostalgic factor too, of course. Spy Hunter. The PS2 version of this had a better frame rate. This one has a clunky frame rate and sluggish movies, CG movies, and well, while that's not necessarily something that destroys a game, for some of them tech junkies out there, this will be a pass. But I like this game because I always been a fan of the original game, Spy Hunter. Even though it never ends. F-Zero GX. I wish Nintendo would get off their fucking lazy, stupid piece of shit asses and release another F-Zero. This was ultimate in terms of F-Zero games. It was fast, furious, CG movies were gorgeous, great music, wonderful gameplay. Anything you love about F-Zero, this game definitely has. The only thing people didn't like about it was the difficulty, but then again, what would be the point of playing it? The game wasn't challenging. Okay. Because I don't feel like digging out the first entry of this series. This one happens to be on hand, so I'll just go ahead and show it. Prince of Persia Warrior Within. Not the best Prince of Persia because there's a lot of game-breaking glitches. If they would have fixed that and took the time to create the game on a more stable level, then I think this game would have been near perfect. I like the Dark Prince aspect, and the Godsmack music really fit the tone to what this game basically is in terms of violence and the dark nature that it has within the game. Blah, 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 blah. It's a shame we never got this sequel on the GameCube, but we did get the first game. It's not a bad game, but later levels in the game kind of break the game because there's really nothing you can do in terms of planning and shooting out your enemies. But this game is really good if you like games that are action based, and you also have a dog that does stuff once in a while for you, so it's a decent pickup. I never played the sequel, but I heard that was good too. Now that I have a PS2, maybe I'll check that out, who knows. Capcom vs. SNK2 EO. EO stands for Easy Operation. This was released on both the Xbox original and the GameCube. People said this port sucked because of Control. Well, the thing is about Control is it's easy to use. I don't even need to use the Easy Operating System because I can use a GameCube controller to do whatever it is that I want it to do. People just suck at controlling games. And that is the truth. If you can't use a controller, then pretty much fuck off. I hated the Xbox controller. There, I said it. I don't like the 360 controller either. Remake, remake Resident Evil, the first one. Now, I bought into the hype when this game came out, but I have to say I'm kind of disappointed in it because the graphics are fantastic and the acting is definitely better in this one than it was in the original. That was on the PlayStation version. The reason why I don't like this game is now you have to light zombies on fire, and unless I'm just a dumb shit, I can't find a lighter with Jill at all. Or Jill or Chris, I can't. Well, it's been so long since I even touched this game, but I never completed it yet. I will one day if I ever fill up to it. The first Spider-Man movie game. I liked this one. I don't like 2 because you can't beat down pedestrians. What kind of a fucking game do you make when you can't beat down innocent people? That's no fun, damn it. And that's why I was hoping that when that game came out it would allow me to do so. So I rented it, was disappointed. However, I'll stick with this one because it really gives it has a really good attack system, and kind of like the first, remember the first Spider-Man? Okay, imagine that, but with beefed up graphical output and storytelling. Better storytelling. You know what, I shouldn't even bother explaining myself on that one, because I totally fucked that up. Alright, I don't need to say much. It's Mega Man, Mega Man's 1 through 8, and you also have the 2 arcade games. It's a really fantastic pickup. The only thing is the emulation is slower and clunkier than the originals, but if you don't own an NES and don't feel like tracking down the carts for $100 a piece, it depends on where you go, of course, because some people don't charge as much as $100, but there are people on the eBay especially that charge a lot for one cart. But if you don't want to spend a high amount of money on Mega Man titles, that is a definite pickup. And it controls fine on the GameCube. Don't listen to the fanboys. Well, PS2 can suck my dick. I hate that system. I just have it for a few reasons, which I've explained in my videos, of course. This was a surprise made by LucasArts. It's Gladius. It's a RPG / Romanian. I think it's Is it Roman? Hold on, let me see if the back says anything about it. Okay. You basically have a lot of. There's a gladiator-style combat system, and there's the 3D world map is pretty, by the way. But this is a fantastic game. Now, Game Informer to me, are a bunch of Sony fanboys, or HD fanboys, we'll call them. And I'm surprised they gave this game a 9 out of 10, but it was also released on the PlayStation 2. Xbox, I don't know if they released it for it or not. If you want to fill me in, go for it. Now talk about a game that had the shittiest camera I ever seen and got a high rating on a lot of sites that I go to. This is not a common game. This is Summoner, a Goddess Reborn. I don't know if this is a sequel or prequel of the first Summoner that was released on the PlayStation 2, but this was not a bad release, but it has the shittiest camera I've ever seen in a video game this far. No, oh, wait, I take that back. Earthworm Jim 3D had the worst camera ever, but that's second place, definitely. It's very hard to play that game. I tried. I really did try. It's just the camera totally ruins the experience for me. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel about the game. Hitman 2. It's a shame we never got the third game, but I heard the third game was really not all that good anyways. This game was cool, though. I played it for the PS2 when my friend rented it, and when he brought his PS2 over, because we used to play Grand Theft Auto a lot together, try to beat it. We got halfway through, and then he finished it the game on his own, because he finally got his own house, and yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, this is Hitman 2. There's really not much I can say. You're a hitman, and you kill people, and you can't kill anybody innocent, which kind of pisses me off, but if you like games where you have to sneak and kill people and wear disguises and whatnot, Hitman is definitely for you. I never played the first one, though, but if you want to fill me in on how that is, you're more than welcome to. Lighthearted RTS. This is actually quite good. I've played it about 3 years ago. I got very far, and then I haven't picked it up since, only because I have so many games I need to work on. It's unbelievable, but I will definitely pick this up again. Basically, it's an RTS where you actually control the action, and you complete missions, and you get these cute little cutscenes with some lighthearted army humor. It's not bad. I heard the second one on the Wii was better, though. Do the online play and a few in-depth gameplay changes that made the game and created a whole new perspective to that game series. Anyways, yeah, here's Budokai 1. You seen on my PlayStation 2 I have Budokai 3. I've been trying to find Budokai 2, and I think people just want too much for these games. I picked this up at Game Crazy for $8.99, and it was worth it because, well, I like Budokai. It's a fun fighting game for what it is. You know, I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball fan, but, you know, I like the original Japanese version. The American version, like I said in many videos, sucks. It's censored, there's no nudity, no blood, no titties. Come on. The things men live for are not in the Americanized versions of Dragon Ball. So, you're missing out. If you ain't ever seen them, that's for sure. Luigi's Mansion. Think Ghostbusters with Luigi. And he humps tables. Don't believe me? Watch a gameplay video, or if you own the game or have access to the game, go up to a table and press the A button. He humps tables. No joke. Maybe even I'll make a video of that if I feel like it. Okay, think of a budgeted version of Metal Gear Solid. That's what this reminds me of. It's not a bad game, though. It has a little bit of frame rate issues, but for $10, I couldn't beat that price. And it's not bad. It's quite good, really. Rogue Ops is definitely for those who are Metal Gear fans who like to sneak around and have espionage all over the place. Okay, I gotta put on my fanboy shield for the moment. Fanboys of Mario and their golf games, or any sports games other than Mario Kart, this game is terrible. The putting system is completely broken. I don't understand it. I've tried, and I'm a damn good video game golf player. I've played NES Open, regular golf for Nintendo, and I think it's called Whaley Golf on the Super Nintendo, and Hole-in-One Golf for the Super Nintendo. I am damn good at those games. This has indeed the most putting garbage I've ever seen. The putting is terrible. Trust me on that.